Oh, hi. I didn't see you there.
Wait, this isn't Java? If you could describe David Vine in a sound, what sound would you make? Come on, guys!
Well, ready, go!
Me crying when you always beat me in ping pong.
Guys, I'm a spy.
That's gross. If you could describe David Vine in a song, what song would that be?
Probably everything by 21 Pilots, but mostly Car Radio.
Turning track in a song with his yeah, I live on you, I live on you, I live on.
Hello, Jenny, or whatever it's called.
For songs, I'd have to say anything by Reliant K, because when we first met, that's like a lot of what we talked about. I was just trying to impress you mostly with my super sick Reliant K knowledge, even though it's way less than you actually think it is.
A few moments later.
Have you ever been pranked by David? And if so, what was it?
Is it the balls?
No. Once last year, he convinced me that his middle name was Sebastian, and I believed him for probably about 5 months. And then I found his driver's license. It's not Sebastian.
Pranks, yeah, there's a lot of those. Some of the worst would have to be getting locked out of my own house. Did not appreciate that.
David, without knowing what mama meant, started calling me mama in front of people, and I used to date Tony, so Tony is Papa. And I get various photo montages from David of mama and Papa. This one is my favorite.
David's a pretty funny guy with some pretty funny stories. So if you have a funny story about David, what would it be?
There's one time me and Dave were walking down the hallway in school, and homecoming time was coming around, and I didn't know who I was gonna ask. So we just passed this one girl, and he goes, "Tony, she's right there!" I was like, "Dave, I don't even know her."
I remember Lena coming home with David's sweatshirt, and she's like, "Lexi, you have to smell this." And I was like, "Why? What'd you do?" And she's like, "No, it smells like David." I was like, okay. She's like, "No, it really smells like David. He smells so good." And it did smell like David. You smell good. So when we were at club one time, David was going really hard to this one song, and he started jumping up and down in our usual Young Life mosh pit, and he jumped up really fast and hit his head on the ceiling and left a dent in the Rogers ceiling.
Alright, so last year we were like all at Tony's house or something, and I don't even know, somebody like came and tackled somebody, and then we all ended up in like one corner, and then somehow David like accidentally kissed my forehead.
Stop squinting.
I can't see.
Is that why you let David kiss you?
No, I didn't let him.
Okay, that's good.
No, wait. I'm going. Yeah, so
I'm making sure
that was funny. No, it wasn't funny. It was like, and I tried to pretend it didn't happen, but it happened. So, yeah.
So David and I have been known for many deviant acts, and one of the ones that are most memorable must be the night David and I thought we would just go out and be thankful and thoughtful for others and deliver gifts to some of our friends. And that night didn't end so well. We ended up being arrested for potentially breaking into one of our friends' house. It didn't end very well.
David, remember the time that you lost your ping pong paddle, sort of. But then you found it, or your mom found it 2 days later, but you didn't want to tell us, so you kept the joke going for like a month. That's a good story. Good story.
Funny story would have to be the Young Life lock-in, and we were just like innocently skating around, not being like competitive or anything. I wasn't trying to beat you, because like, who does that? Like, really? Okay, maybe a little bit. And I like cut you off. I mean, I wouldn't say like cut off, but like skid in front perhaps. And your skate caught mine, and I fell face flat into the ice, and you fell on top of me, and it looked awful. And everyone was looking at us, and it was super embarrassing. And I thought I was gonna die because my head hurt so bad, but I played it off like super cool, like nothing was wrong. I was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah. But inside I was like, no, I'm dying. This is horrible.
Last Christmas, I got the best present ever, and it was a box of really bad cappuccino mix left on my doorstep by Santa, aka David Vine / Bradley. It was great.
There's one time Lance picked me up and we were gonna go to a basketball game, and on the way to the place I heard this tapping on the window, and I was like, what's going on? And then when we parked, I hear a screaming in the back, and it's a, let me out, let me out. I was scared. I was like, what's going on? And I get out of the car and Dave tackles me.
So at Young Life Camp this past summer, David was having a great time, and he got a little over-aggressive, and in one of the games he ended up tackling some girl. And for the rest of the week he attempted to apologize to this girl, and she just completely ignored him.
Another story would be like this thing.
Remember when Lauren and Megan Solomon were over? We came downstairs in the basement because we saw Lane and David cuddling on the couch. We took a bunch of pictures because it was really funny.
When, like, during track season, when you got really sick and you went into the woods to run, and that's all I'm gonna say.
In honor of David's favorite movie, what is the best hot rod quote?
Remember when there was this one time me and Dave were, hey, why is Ron making out with his sister?
Babe! 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 Babe, wait! Babe! Babe!
If you had to pick who would win in a fight between a taco and Leanna, pick Leanna.
Hi, I'm Dave and I like to party.
So, if you had to share a word of advice to David, what would it be?
Don't hit the ping pong too hard, David, or you'll break your paddle.
Whenever you're fighting with Leanna, just remember, Leanna is always right.
Word of advice, stay on track for the Olympics. I'll see you there, big guy.
My advice for David in the future would be, if you're flying a plane, don't crash. Oh, and also, marry Leanna. She's a keeper.
Get some. Go every time so others may every time.
Word of advice, don't ever run a stop sign and stop in the middle of the intersection because you'll probably die next time. You only get lucky once.
Oh, and just to specify, Leanna Crockett. Yeah, that'd be good.
All of us in this video are really close friends with David and have spent so much time with him. And it would be impossible for him not to have impacted us in some way. So, what does David's friendship mean to you?
Dave, you've really inspired me and encouraged me in many ways, and I really just admire your leadership and just how you push everyone to be their best. You've really showed me what hard working gets you, and like dedication and just all your good work ethics.
David, you're nice to everybody, and you're really, really good at including everyone. It doesn't really matter who it is. Everyone is equal to you, and it's really easy for you to put a smile on everybody's faces, and you always make Leanna so happy, and you guys are so cute together.
David, you give like a ton of good advice, and it's like really good to have a friend like you and who's always there to like help us out. So thanks.
David, you can always make me laugh, whether it's you at my house doing something stupid or a funny story that all your friends tell me.
Dave, I just want to thank you for being there. Great guy to talk to, and always making any situation a fun situation, and just anything that happens, and we're in it together, man. It's just, I know it's gonna be a lot better.
You're like, okay, first of all, you're like hilarious, so that's good. But wait, no, that was so bad.
Babe, wait, babe! Babe! Tony, you ruined it. You can't talk in the middle of it. It's recording. Hello?
Ready, go.
Yeah.
This is really crooked. It's still really crooked. Push. It died.
Ow!
I haven't thought about any of these. Shoot.
I'm David Vaughn, and I'm really buff.
Oh yeah.
It's in the cup.
I would definitely say my grades have greatly. Why?
You can see the bench in this too. Do you want me to scoot it up? But Tony's wasn't scooted up that much.
I mean, that's fine. Abby's just short. Abby, sit up straight.
David!
And stop recording.
There's somebody here, I don't know where they went.